Hello, everybody. Hope everyone's having a fantastic morning, afternoon, or evening, depending where you are. My voice doesn't sound like shit this week. Oh my god. I'm over the throat thing. Holy shit. Yeah, we're doing more Cafe Enchanté. We're back into the Ignis route, so we're still pretty early into it, but we're probably gonna see some stuff this stream. Welcome in, Mon. Hope you're having a great one. Maximum Co's mode. Oh my god. So yeah, back into Cafe Enchanté this week. Let's just go around the room and introduce ourselves. My name is Neurosis. I almost did my raid message, but I voice 2 Milk and handle narration.
My name is 1010, and I voice Had You a Steak, Karia. So on, and Epilogi, who doesn't appear in this round, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, he doesn't appear this route.
My name is Matcha, and I voice Caro, Rindo, Vienna or Veneer, and Dromi. Bye.
I also voice Rindo when Matcha it blows up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My name is Moji, and I voice Il Fado de Rie, Akira Mikado, Kororo, and Titania.
And I'm Brevi, and I voice Miser Rex, Canis Espada, and Mikado's assistant.
Yeah, you know, this is your welcome on to your very first stream. You've never seen any of us before in your life, so I hope that really helped you for the journey ahead. But yeah, last time, again, nothing much happened last time. Like,
Are you sure?
Are
you sure about that?
Are you sure about that?
I mean, I was gonna bring that up, but yeah, Ignis started licking 2 Milk's blood. But otherwise, it's just kind of is. From what I remember last week, it was just like slice of life stuff, right?
I mean, he's
Yeah.
a skater boy.
He is a skater boy.
Oh my god, don't remind me.
Yeah,
Holy shit.
He did skate, and it was really impressive. So he is a skater boy. See you later, boy. And he licked her blood. Oh yeah, and a Minotaur showed up. That's the thing that happened.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the Minotaur.
Yeah, Cassandra Torrent showed up.
Yeah, Cassandra Tor and Minotaur VTuber showed up, caused some mayhem. 2 Milk got injured, and then Ignis started licking her blood, which I think is completely normal. But yeah, a few days later, anyway, a few days later.
I think you're just too used to Baldur's Gate.
Hey. No bullying me. Although the Minotaur's sudden arrival took me by complete surprise. Thanks to Ignis's quick reaction, it was handily incapacitated in no time, which saved us a lot of trouble. We managed to catch everyone up to speed on what had happened, but it was just a mere coincidence after all. Therefore, no one made anything of it. Add on Shantae, it was busy as usual. A vibrant but peaceful day. Business as usual, sorry. One day. As I was preparing a batch of drip coffee grounds based on a rare type of Hawaiian Kona beans.
What the hell?
We're being specific now. A variety of coffee bean cultivated in the Kona district on the island of Hawaii. The singular island of Hawaii. Among the coffee connoisseurs, it is known as being scarce and high in quality. Hawaii is only one island, guys.
If you empty out the ocean enough, it's one island.
Sure. There's an AU where they just took a sip out of the ocean and now it's one island. I stood while listening to some of the bright chatter occurring throughout the cafe. Some of the guests occupying the cafe at this time were the Demon King, the Beast, and...
Oh, cute.
That's it.
Kyrie and Koro observed as the other two played a heated game of poker.
What?
You know.
A full house. How about you, Ignis?
Whatever happened to the paperboy Pee-wee?
Had you steak.
Thank you. One steak, is it? Guess that means I win again. That means the next round of coffee's on you, Ignis. I don't want another steak. I really like coffee.
Man, such a low
Ah, damn it. Again. How do you keep winning? Miser, you. You better not be using your stupid powers to peek at my hand.
As if I'd need to. I can see what kind of hand you've got by looking at your face.
And all the steaks in his hand.
You really don't have anything but steak in your head, ever, so...
Can't you a steak?
See?
That makes Ancient lost his famous.
Maybe you should consider raising the white flag. I placed a pot of freshly brewed coffee in front of Miser. It was hard not to burst into laughter at their witty exchange. Judging by how things were panning out, it seemed as though Ignis would be the one to foot the bill for the coffee. Well, I'm pretty sure Miser has an unfair advantage here.
True. Considering my position, psychological warfare is almost second nature to me.
Oh, okay. Miser put the lips to the mug, taking a moment to partake in a victorious smile before claiming his hot, caffeinated prize. Ignis, on the other hand, stood in his resentment, staring angrily back at Miser before asking me a question.
Say, by the way, Teal Milk, when was the last time you played any poker?
You.
I couldn't help from tensing up at the mention of Ignis's inquiry and Kororo's affirmative cry. Me?
Well,
Me?
gotta think of it. You're right. I think I've only seen her spectate.
Well, why don't you try playing a game with Ignis? It may turn out to be an even match.
Are we having a romantic poker scene?
You're
Yeah.
welcome.
What?
I don't mind. Don't expect me to go easy on you, though.
Romantic poker?
Yeah. Oh
Um,
shit, Nyan.
Oh, Hatsukashi. I searched for an appropriate response. I wouldn't mind playing, but just don't be too disappointed, okay?
I can't voice two characters at the same time, damn it! Three of a kind.
I got nothing. I only got
And you a
steaks.
steak.
Oh, I got a steak. Oh yeah, strip
Yeah.
poker. I forgot that was the thing.
2 pairs.
No pair.
I'll hand you a steak.
Oh, thank you.
Got a pair.
Hands you a steak.
Wait, hands you a steak.
Ooh.
Both Miser and Ignis gazed at me sympathetically, quietly collecting the scattered cards without a word.
How do I put this? Live strong.
Kyrie had tapped me lightly on the shoulder. I could have imagined it, but it seemed like even Kororo pitied me for my defeat, despite knowing nothing at all about poker.
Mm-hmm. In your case, it just seems like you need more than just good fortune, eh? You do know how to shuffle a deck of cards,
Oh,
but
thank you.
sadly, luck wasn't on your side.
I'm great
You're
at
welcome.
shuffling.
You can do one thing.
Yay!
Uh-huh.
Honestly, I'm more impressed than anything. Never met anyone before who couldn't form a single hand.
I told you not to be disappointed.
Ah,
Right. I've never been one
What?
to opt for games that involve chance. I can play things like board games, but
Oh my god, do you want to play this D&D campaign based around Baldur's Gate 3?
whoa!
Hmm.
What does that mean?
I'm intrigued, but I can't say I'm surprised you're the unlucky type. You, have that air about you.
But who would have guessed she's that bad? You put the miss in misfortune.
Wow, Ignis.
Are you okay? Like, are you constantly at risk of dying as soon as you step outside? Or has anyone ever called you gullible?
Someone wrote it on the ceiling once, but it's not that bad.
What?
Just as I was about to challenge his silly notions, the clock rang, signaling evening. On this day, every week, I close up early in order to restock ingredients, or just cuz. Just cuz. However, the lives of who live in the cafe, along with anyone involved with running it, were largely unaffected. My only real duty was to put away the sign and tidy up the cafe. After those tasks, I had all the free time I wanted until it was time to prepare for dinner. What should I do after this? Maybe roll my character for D&D? Ah, fuck, I rolled a negative number. Maybe I'll take a walk to the market for groceries. As I stood there contemplating,
Cute.
Kororo. Although it was unclear to what exactly Kororo was reacting, he started flapping flippers and tail atop the table.
Oh, little guy wants to go with you.
Huh? But he usually naps or hangs out with Kyrie. Is something the matter?
Maybe he's needing a change of pace today, huh? Let him tag along. I suggest treating him like a stuffed doll. That'll ensure no one's unwanted attention.
Okay.
Are you sure you understood me?
Hi, Kyrie. If I had to guess, maybe Koro wanted to explore places other than Bestia for once. Do you promise to be a good boy, Koro?
Cute.
My question was met with energetic glee, but it was impossible to tell whether or not he really understood me. Do you understand, Koro?
Never understand.
He'll never understand. But that settles it. We'll hold down the fort. Have fun, you two.
Huh?
Huh?
You two? Out of reflex, I made eye contact with Ignis, at whom Miser appeared to give a knowing smile.
Yo, what makes you think I'm gonna tag along with her?
Oh, because it's your route. I mean, we need your keen tracking skills just in case Kororo gets separated from you. Got it?
Route? This isn't a Nuzlocke.
You're the one who adopted Kororo. Take responsibility as its chaperone.
Who you calling a chaperone?
Question mark period.
Question mark period.
Don't question mark period me, Ignis.
Ah,
Luckily for Kororo, he was in the perfect position for a display of affection. In this particular case, a headbutt. He gently struck Ignis's elbow, which was resting on the corner of the
oh,
table.
I'm fucking dying. What? Ah! Oh wait, I'm actually. Oh fuck. Oh, that must have hurt. Landed the horror around on the funny bone, didn't he?
Cute.
Contrary to Ignis, who clutched his elbow in agony, Kororo glanced at Ignis, his eyes sparkling with trust and admiration for Ignis.
Why, you little? You pack a mean punch for such a little dude, don't ya?
Ha ha ha. That's how Kororo expresses affection. You couldn't stay mad at him even if you wanted to. By the looks of things, it seems like Kororo wants you to tag along with us. What do you say?
Cute.
Heh, fine. Message received. Just don't hit me again.
If Kororo were human, one might have thought he was locked in a crouching start. Okay. After spending the last minute or so rubbing the small fuzzy creature's head, Ignis stood from his seat.
How could you tell?
I don't know. Though we had no destination in mind, Ignis, Kororo, and I set off on our walk.
Cute.
I held the wiggly, crying Kororo in my arms as we trekked around town. I had a hunch that Kororo wouldn't be able to handle a large crowd for too long, so Ignis and I made an agreement. If it felt more sensible to explore openly, stopping only if something caught my eye. If I like it, I'd buy it. Simple as that. Just like me, for real, for real.
Oh no.
Then we made our way to the road's edge.
Cute.
The slew of passing automobiles caught Kororo's notice, to which he responded with an inquisitive cry.
Hands you a steak.
Hands you a stick. Whoa, Kororo! It's okay to cry now and then, but could you please keep it down?
Cute.
You think he understands us at all? I really wonder how much of it sticks and how much of it goes in one ear and out the other.
Huh. I wonder the same thing. He is fairly responsive, especially when we're talking, so he must be cognizant. Plus, he quieted down when I asked him. Maybe he possesses some understanding of our thoughts and feelings.
Maybe I should bribe him with a steak.
I'm sure he'll love that. Oh yeah, but isn't Kororo capable of learning mimicking human speech?
What?
Like a parrot? It's been a while since we've tested him. I wonder what other words he knows besides our names.
You know, I never heard him talk. Maybe I just haven't been paying attention. I'm sure he's memorized most of our names by now.
Indeed. Let's test him a bit.
Oh god, I need water.
You?
Koro wore a curious expression as he curled up my arms. So asked him to say.
What?
He curled up my arm, so asked him to say.
Yeah, clearly. What's
Okay,
wrong?
Koro, repeat
Oh.
after me. We have multiple
Next.
pages of choices. I think we have yeah. So our choices are Miser, Canis, Eel, Rindo, or Kyrie.
Kyrie, even though it's the BG3 one.
Oh fuck, I gotta change that. Just a second.
Oh.
I mean, at least the BG3 one still works.
Yeah, so I picked Kyrie.
Okay, Kyrie. I'm turning off some
Kyrie.
things. Kyrie. Oh
They
god.
put bugs in.
They put bugs in him. Last but not wait, what?
What? Oh my god!
Last but not least, let's try Kyrie's name next. So Koro so attached to him. Okay, Koro. Last but not least, can you say Kyrie?
You? You do 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 do. You do. You do. You do.
Dash, dash, dash. It almost sounds like he has a lisp.
What?
Aww. 10 out of 10 for being super adorable.
Oh. What do you mean 10 out of 10? That's me! Why even bother giving him a score then?
Regardless, seeing Koro put forth effort in learning our names earned him a nice belly rub. Okay. Last but not least, guess that confirms that he's warmed up to all the
my god, we
regulars now.
skipped everyone else!
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Now, if only he could get along with Dromi too.
You?
There were like 5 other. That's
Oh my
probably
God.
not happening. Every time he pops in, Kuro acts like a guard dog. Extremely hostile.
True. I wonder what it is about Dromi that Koro can't seem to stand.
He managed to avoid drowning. Maybe Koro can sense how obnoxious and stupid he is. But it's not a crime to hate Dromi. As long as we keep an eye on him, there aren't gonna be any problems.
Ignis was sure to note, however, how headbetting Dromi didn't count as a problem.
Oh.
It was happening again. Ignis picked up a scent in the air, halting him at his track. I'm not bleeding, am I? Ignis, what's the matter?
You're not on your cycle, right?
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
Nothing, I just smell something.
Uh-oh.
I need to make that a meme. What could it be? All these cars are emitting gas fumes, so it's kind of hard to tell.
What the fuck?
You?
Ignis squinted his eyes, trying hard to make out objects far into the distance beyond the road. Had he found something? Just as Koro and I look ahead. A familiar roar. Ah. Ah! As soon as I gasped,
Ah,
I was met with a familiar scene where vehicles soared through the sky and dominated by periphery.
by periphery.
Dominator!
Townspeople began to flee for safety. Straight ahead of us, a creature swatted at nearby cars, seeking menacing, fearsome stets.
Stets!
Fearsome
What
stets.
the-
What?
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 Before food prep? Before food prep.
Oh.
Oh no.
Oh.
Oh my god, it's Check, and Cassandra Torin!
Ah, check these, Minotaur VTuber. We're outnumbered.
What? Again?
They're bipedal.
Oh,
What?
oh.
What?
What?
Oh shit, I know a lot of Minotaurs.
What? Weren't they bipedal before?
Yes, nothing has changed.
If
Oh my
the
fucking
Minotaurs had
God.
us cornered, I mean, sure.
What?
They'd likely been waiting for us the whole time.
What do you mean? I mean, sure.
Wait, what do you mean? I mean, sure.
I mean, sure. The Minotaur's hooves clopped on the pavement as there's like 3 of them charged towards
Oh
us.
my god. You know, action scenes are not their strong suit.
This game, English isn't their
I know
strong
this
suit.
game isn't.
Two Milk, take Kororo. Get as far away as you can.
Okay, you sure it'll be okay though, Ignis? You sure it'll be okay?
Oh my god.
Unlike last time, there are more of them than us. You might not be able to do it all on your own.
Don't worry, I know. Look at all these damn cows. Why are they even here? Anyway, as long as we're sure there are no human casualties, Rindo's got the roads and buildings under control. Oh my god, I saw my vagina bones.
What?
Whoa! Is it your cycle?
Oh no, they're bicycle.
Well,
No.
Well, Ignis delegated some of the dirty work to Rindo. The Minotaurs were gaining speed as they charged at him. For better or for worse, it had seemed as though Minotaurs were blind to anyone but Ignis. Ignis clenched his fist. Ignis clenched his fist, bracing
Thank you.
himself for a retaliatory strike against the Minotaurs.
Oh my fucking god.
Before the Titans could reach
The what?
Ignis, the Titans, you know. I don't fucking know who this is, man.
Rindo.
Probably Rindo. Rindo, you wanna step in?
Ah, what a fiasco. I'll make you wish you never interrupted this magnificent celebration.
What should be like fucking Miser?
A white shadow emerged from the
Oh my
video
god,
game
ew.
shop. No. Ew.
Oh my god.
Ugh.
A radiant chain of light materialized, which was used to
Damn
round
it.
up and restrain the beasts. Ignis watched all unfold, letting out a light sigh as he stepped within the range of the light.
Rah! Falcon punch.
Ignis' head, literally, sank his opponents into the asphalt in an instant. The chaos had yet to settle, but as far as I could tell, everyone on our side would emerge from this unscathed. Plus, the change which strangled them belonged to...
Ah, so it was you.
That's not Rindo.
Eel, why did you sound like Rindo? That chain of magic belonged to you. That was your magic.
I gotten a little bit into voice acting recently.
Wow, you're so
It sounded
good.
pretty good, didn't I?
Yeah.
Indeed. I have shown you a glimpse of my powers in the past, but these large and brutish foes are rather easy to stall.
Enough with the explanations, Poindexter. Wow.
Huh.
What the fuck? Put those damn wings before people start taking selfies with you.
Oh, that's right. Rindo would no doubt scold me yet again.
He'll scan the area around us for any civilians who are tucking away his wings. Oh,
Oh, hello, I am here too. Are you two okay? That store was rather packed today. Please excuse my tardiness.
from out of the very same game shop where Eel was browsing emerged Canis, as imposing but gentle as ever.
Huh? Caddis? I didn't know you were here too.
Me either, I had to find my head. Well, I'm actually accompanying Eel.
Canis responded matter-of-factly, unlike Eel, whose eyes instantly lit up.
They were holding a launch commemoration raffle to celebrate the launch of a certain Otome game.
Oh, what's the name of it? What's the name?
Baldur's Gate 3.
Whoa! Oh my god! Lottery held at game shops and other places to commemorate the release of a game. With good luck, one can win extravagant prizes related to the game.
And feast your eyes. Canis's raffle ticket won a poster.
Wow.
So, that's that. I tagged along to increase his chances of him winning a prize.
Oh.
I stood beside Ignis, whose jaw looked unhinged from exasperation. I, on the other hand, call Rindo. Okay, I updated Rindo. He's not talking, but I updated him.
Was he in the session yesterday or last week at all?
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, I had to talk like Sean Connery. There
Oh.
you go. Getting the hang of it now, aren't you?
Ahaha. Not that it's much to be proud of.
You?
Eel, is it possible for you to hide these minotaurs momentarily? They will undoubtedly attract unwanted eyes. We may be able to disguise ourselves, but... hello, Thomas.
Rain.
Thomas.
But those minotaurs are something else.
Thomas is fine, though.
Thomas is fine.
Understood. I understand Thomas as well. Although temporary, this light refraction skill should do the trick.
Eel approached the constricted minotaur slowly, readying the spell he prepared. Then,
Huh?
after peeking into the minotaur's faces, Eel tilted his head.
Ignis, do minotaurs normally have such cloudy eyes like these?
Huh? Both Ignis and I peeked into the eyes of the one still conscious minotaur, although Ignis seemed nonplussed about it. Then, as expected, the beast resorted to grunts. Its eyes began to bulge from its skull, giving me the impression that they could pop out at any second. Yikes! As Koro trembled in my arms, I couldn't help but follow suit, letting out a whimper.
This is...
Have confidence.
Whose phone is ringing?
No confidence.
I thought it was part of the thing for a second.
Oh, it is. It is.
is.
I think it is. Yeah. My
Oh, I
intense
thought it was
panic.
part of the what was it called?
The
pop-up.
video. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thankfully, it was mitigated by an incoming call I received. I pressed answer with the intention of distracting myself from that wicked gaze. Hello.
Oh, thanks for contacting me earlier. I sent some agents your way. But we ran into a hitch. Turns out, some of the agents are a bit tied up, so they may be running a little late.
Rindo's voice quivered with slight worry.
Hmm.
Did something happen at the GPM?
Well, it has to do with Bestia.
Ignis reached out his hands towards my phone. His hand towards my phone, meaning he overheard Rindo's remark.
Let me talk to him.
Sure.
Hey, Rindo, what's this all about? What's going on back home?
Ignis put the phone to his ear, speaking in an
Oh.
uncharacteristically hushed tone. Rindo, however, seemed unbothered that Ignis had taken the phone to discuss the matter with him himself.
Ignis, I could ask you to swing by the GPM with her in a bit. There's something imperative we must discuss.
Ellipses.
Ellipses, but questioning.
You gotta talk when you're on a phone, or else I'm not gonna realize if it's getting through.
Oh man, we left the task or loading in the Minotaurs to the GPM, Canis, and Eel. The task or loading.
In the
What are you-
Minotaurs?
Yeah,
What
in
are
the
you
Minotaurs.
loading?
What the fuck?
Not to
Are we
mention
loading
Koro,
them
who
into
seemed
a cannon?
tired. Ignis and I made our way to
Oh,
the
no.
headquarters of the GPM.
Oh no.
What do you mean, oh no?
here.
Rather
know
than
who
being
hangs
escorted by
around
Rindo himself, a gang of agents welcomed us in.
Hey, you wanna tour or something?
Love a tour. We entered the elevator, which took us deep into the underground facility. That exists, I guess.
What the fuck?
What? Oh no.
Oh, god damn it.
Hey, welcome!
Oh no.
Welcome to the GPM, more specifically to the wormhole room designed by the ultimate genius, yours truly.
Wait, are you from Danganronpa?
Whoa.
Ultimate genius.
Yes! It's your first time on this floor, isn't it? Come and take your time. Observe, appreciate, and praise my legacy.
Hmm.
Mikado continued to wax poetic about his invention.
How can words be wet?
I needed no preface of his to be completely captivated by the misshapen space, the wormhole. It sat in the middle of the room. This is the GPM's famous wormhole.
I can't believe they have a
GPM's
famous hole.
hole.
This hole is so famous. I vaguely recalled Rindo describing it to me in the past, but seeing it with my own eyes was something else entirely.
Do be careful. You should be fine to travel through it safely, but I can't promise the same for when you arrive.
Rindo cautioned us with a furrowed brow. To my side, Ignis grew impatient.
It's not the time to use that.
Hey, we're not here to celebrate whatever this nerd's achievements are. Self-perpetuated disasters, more like it. Make your point so I can go already, but I'm sure. Why was there a comma there? It
I don't
probably
know.
has nothing to do with these stakes, doesn't it? Should have known.
Something caught Ignis's attention. It was in the corner of the room. He stared intently at a line of large cages, the inhabitants of which growled at Ignis. Upon closer inspection, they were... What?
Oh my god, we put Cassandra Torin in cages!
Oh no! It was a group of Cassandra Torrents. Thick chains restrained them to their cages. Several minotaurs comprised their ranks, both bipedal and quadrupedal alike. Okay.
When?
I don't know. Trying to free themselves from imprisonment. Why are there so many minotaurs here? I mean, they don't seem like the minotaurs that attacked us earlier, do they?
Simple question. The minotaurs over there have been contained for one reason. All of them came falling out of the wormhole within the last few days and were captured by the GPM.
What? So you weren't off poaching them in a bestia.
How rude. We have sufficient minotaur research. We have no need to capture more subjects. However,
Mikado raised his arms, waving his white coat in the air as his voice trailed.
Oh, who voices the fucking assistant?
It's Brevi.
Me,
Oh.
Akira Mikado. I've compiled the data you requested on each of the beasts.
Clutched in his hand was a thick dossier. Someone whom I have assumed to be Mikado's assistant exited from the elevator. I'm just assuming here, but I think he's an assistant.
Assuming.
excellent timing. Dear assistant, please hand those documents to Ignis. She is cleared to view them.
She?
Yeah?
Sure.
The assistant did as instructed, passing the folder to us without a word. Strangely enough, he went off into the corner of the room, observing us silently.
Once you look through those documents, I think you'll come to understand the gravity of the situation.
I eyed the contents, thrilled by my curiosity as I flipped through the pages. Known Bestie and Minotaur locations? One page had a map with several red markings.
Yo, don't tell me all these places are where you spotted the Minotaurs, known as Cassander.
I'm afraid that's true. Can't you read?
No, hands you a steak.
Damn.
Mikado coolly shrugged and Rindo picked up where he left off.
Oh shit. Fortunately, the beasts we've seen thus far were not strong enough to overpower any agents we've sent to subdue them. But again, if the Minotaurs of the size and temperament that you've encountered begin to appear more frequently, then we surely are up Shit's Creek. Ignis, didn't you task someone to investigate what the Minotaurs are up to? Got any details worth sharing?
Rindo's request got a tense response from Ignis, who raised his eyebrow.
Got the odd report here or there. Hey, Rindo, hands you a steak.
Oh, thank you.
Ignis briefly explained to Rindo what he knew about the case of the vanishing Bestia Minotaurs.
I see. The timing is enough to indicate that they aren't isolated incidents.
I personally would like to hear more details.
The intel's from Dromi. If you want to know more, should I head back to Bestia real quick to drag his ass over here?
Just when Mikado nodded in agreement. What the fuck?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Hey, you rang? Boy, do I have impeccable timing or what?
Droby, what the fuck?
I gotta give Matcha two voices the voice.
It was Droby sporting a winning smile as he emerged from the formal.
Huh? Who threw a party without me? What up, Miss Owner? What a surprise. Wait, is it evening now?
Good evening. Jeremy came frolicking over to Ignis' side, perhaps sensing that the latter had mentioned him.
Oh, let me guess. This is about the Minotaurs, huh? Man, I really do have impeccable timing, don't I? I had a feeling that Enchante closed shop for the day, so I came to give my report, and voila! Everyone's here. Talk about luck.
He kind of turned to face Dromy.
We would like to expand what Ignis asked of you to report on the Minotaur activity. Since we're here, we may as well hear our side.
Ignis and Rindo both nodded in turn, instilling a level of confidence in Dromy I'd never seen.
No confidants.
No
Confidence.
confidence. Ah, does that mean you're relying on me? I won't let you down.
Jeremy took a moment to organize his thoughts, inhaling deeply before beginning his report.
After I gave the first report to my bro here, I got curious about how quiet the Minotaurs were. Afterwards, I started poking around to find a lead as to where they went. Soon, I got a tip that they were headed to Bestia's depths, at the edge of the border. Then off I went. Then,
his demeanor changed. We all scooted in closer, noticing a shift in mood. The air in the room became tense. Knowing he had our undivided attention, Jeremy revealed what he saw.
not a damn thing.
Ah.
It was kind of a hassle, you know? Turns out the place is barren. Man, never want to go back there. Why so quiet? You guys talking in Morse code? Is that what all the dots are for? What's the matter? How about some words of appreciation? Maybe some praise or something.
Jeremy blinked, awaiting a response. Ignis was the first to react as he
Show me.
Yes, sir.
Die.
Are you speaking German?
gave him the iron claw. What does that mean?
Oh, you know. I
A
don't
wrestling
know.
move. You put me in the crab! The Boston Crab!
Ignis did all of us a favor by inflicting his judgment upon Dromi.
Provides us with no new information.
It gives you a new steak, though. Hands you a steak.
That would be good for dinner.
Damn. I feel like an idiot for expecting anything meaningful out of this stupid tiger.
But there's still much we don't know. We don't know how many abnormalities there are, and to what extent they're connected.
Jeremy brought himself back to his feet, responding to Rindo's speculation with a point of his own.
Oh, if you're looking for some anomalies, the fact I stumbled down the wormhole is about the only thing I can think of.
Huh?
I mean, like I said, I fell through the hole. It was an accident. I was being chased by a beast, something other than a minotaur.
What kind of crap are... Wait. Hold on.
Wait a minute. You said you fell through a wormhole. How did you get here then?
Rindo was quick to pick up where Ignis's thought trailed, interjecting with a look of genuine surprise. It took me a few seconds to understand the meaning behind his trepidation. Oh, that's right. If the wormhole is not set in a fixed and secure location, then whoever travels through it can't control where they land.
Precisely. The fact that he's with us here at all right now is miraculous. It's nonsense. From what you told us, the particular hole you traveled through connects to Bestia, which gives us more questions than answers.
Jeremy was speechless, perhaps from still wrapping his head around the concept. He stood in confusion, then...
You're right. Wait, what? I thought I was traveling to the human world. I mean, at least I ended up in the same town where Enchante is, so I thought I came through that gate. But then I was like, oh crap, I gotta go back and investigate. So I came back here real quick. So I was in Bestia, like usual, and stuck around for a little bit until I was transported back here.
His response was even more confusing. It was unclear if he understood anything. Then something clicked as I took out another glance at the marked map. It dawned on me. These locations look familiar. In fact, look, the known locations surround Enchante.
Ellipses.
Ignis was aghast as he processed the flood of information confronting him.
Eat a steak. Seems like all the Minotaurs are coming over here in response to the ones that have been vanishing in Bestia.
Ellipses, but correct this time. Which must mean ... Do all the wormholes in Bestia connect to that town?
Wait, so you mean the reason these Minotaurs keep showing up is because they're targeting you?
It's possible. I can't really go off in the human world like I can in Bestia. I don't doubt for any second that they see the advantage in ambushing me here.
It's hard to accept at first, but after the amount of violent Minotaurs we encountered went beyond coincidence, it seemed too logical to ignore. The revelation seemed to catch Mikado off guard. He found solace by cuddling a stuffed animal he kept nearby.
This is quite a conundrum, you. We must investigate Bestia's wormholes in more detail.
Don't forget, we must find the Minotaur's location and their hideout too. At the rate they're coming, we can't contain them all.
Before I forget, would my assistant like to contribute anything to our conversation?
Just holds up the stuffed animal. Like, would you like to contribute?
Oh,
The answer is no.
Of course it is.
Besides, my assignment is to support your non-human research. Analyzing goes beyond my scope of responsibility.
I guess it was pointless to ask. I can't argue with that.
Well, if we want answers right away, I got a pair of hands for those cows that'll get it talking in no time, if you know what I mean.
Ignis?
Huh?
Is
bro. They got crazy eyes. I don't know how much talking they'll be doing, even with your fist.
Oh. Why are you using those fists, buddy?
Oh, damn. Tenderizing the steak. What are they
even
doing in there?
Oh, I don't know. Even I could share in Jeremy's reluctance to talk to them. The caged minotaurs, much like the minotaur which Elis subdued, they all possessed vacant, cloudy eyes. They stared fiercely at Ignis, ready to pounce him at a moment's notice were they not chained.
I bet their combat instincts are getting the better of them, and they're going insane because of it.
Combat instincts? What do you mean insane?
Well, yup. Kinda like... Well, I first heard about this when I was a little kid. I guess beasts overstimulate their combat instincts and they fight too hard, too long.
Huh.
They go mad and start raging uncontrollably, start using reckless attack and shit like that.
Whoa.
Bro, I thought you...
Shut up, Dromy.
Yes, sir.
This is the first I've heard of that phenomenon.
Even if that were true, how can so many of them go mad at once?
He has a point. We've kept them imprisoned here for some time, yet they've shown no sign of recovery. From my perspective, I think there are external forces at work here.
Mikado approached the cages and peeked into the eyes of the minotaurs without flinching at the monsters who dwarfed him in size.
Well, if we were to return them to Bestia in this state, we would simply return to your town using a wormhole. We should keep them here for a while to research what's affecting their condition, using state-of-the-art physical exams.
The reason we called you was to get you up to speed on things too, Milk. After all, you are a citizen of that town, and more specifically on Shantae. We can't leave you in the dark here.
I nod affirmatively at Rindo. I had to tell everyone at Enchante too. But I wonder what's happening to Bestia and the Minotaurs.
Ah.
Ignis was silent.
I might have to pay them.
Uh-huh.
I might have to pay them visit at their turf, face to face.
You have to pay them visit. Okay. His statement puzzles me. Huh? Visit their turf? As in going off to search for them?
Yup. Even though they're nothing to someone as tough as me, if they keep popping up, it'll be a pain in my ass. I can't do anything about the wormholes, but I'm good as tracker as anyone. I could get us some answers at least.
Once they attacked on Shantae or humans get involved, then it'll be too late to act. Bro, you're such a...
Are you calling me a simp?
Ignis's fist connecting with Dromy's head produced a dull thud, the force of which nearly buried his head into his shoulders. But this is typical of them. Rinder didn't bat an eye at the screaming or the cries of agony and continued.
Well then, we will do our part to send out an investigation unit from this hole. Having said that, we can't venture into those territories ourselves, so we'll have to rely on you for that.
I prefer not to work with you people, but it's better to have more heads this time.
Ignis scratched his head absent-mindedly before turning to face me.
Hands you a steak.
Oh, thank you.
There you have it, Two Milk. Starting tomorrow, I won't be there to bother you at Enchante. You got misers in them. Why the fuck did I just say it like that? With you. So technically I shouldn't be worried. But keep an eye out for the Minotaurs known as Cassander Torin.
Okay, I'll be careful.
You got misers in them.
Soon after, Rinder and I went over our detailed plan.
Jesus Christ.
Ignis was to depart for Bestia at dawn. Much to his disliking,
What?
Jerome was assigned to join him. Okay.
Wait! What did you just...
You know. It's on Cafe Enchante. Then, at the hour of first light, Ignis stood waiting for Jerome to arrive so they could leave without saying goodbye, but...
The fucking morning?
Yeah, it's literally held him back. The reason being...
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Oh my god, we're in the kitchen.
Oh, no.
Cookies and steaks. You're kidding me. You know I'm leaving for a serious mission, don't you? I have to cook all these steaks. You got the nerve to keep me because you want me to make lunch?
Yes, I asked him to stick around for a bit longer just so I could feed the hungry wolf.
Who?
You know the hungry wolf?
Inside Enchante, there are two wolves.
I handle a frying pan, simmering Ignis's steak as he poses an incredulous question beside me in the
Oh
kitchen.
my god, you're making the steak. What color is it? Two Milk?
It's brown.
Okay.
You're the one who's going to be sorry if you end up passing out from starvation. Am I wrong? And I gotta make the steak quick. It wouldn't be very funny if some other beast were to kill you while you were knocked out.
Look, you just doubled the temperature and it takes half the time.
It's not how it works.
Yes, it does. Got no rebuttal for that one.
See? His mission would last at least a few days. So I arranged a menu, designed to provide him stamina that would be very tasty even when cold. Some well-done steaks.
Oh god. At least give me A1 steak sauce. You done yet? Jesus.
No, it's not well done yet. His tone was petulant, but I detected a hint of curiosity as to what I cooked him. He didn't seem to rush me. Just a couple more minutes, but promise me you won't wolf it down the moment I hand it over.
Oh,
Oh my
You
God.
get it?
Shut the fuck up. I won't.
I didn't believe him. I had to watch him, making sure he wouldn't open up the lunchbox until after he entered the gate. But still, it warmed my heart to know that my cooking would still excite him, even in these circumstances. I added touches of seasoning. I snuck a look at Ignis. He watched my hands intensely, with curiosity and interest.
Thing
Each-
fucking mon posted.
Oh god, they're the same, no! Each time I picked up a utensil or added an ingredient, his eyes followed. The kind of look a puppy would give. Ignis, does cooking interest you?
I cook you steak.
But does it interest you? You're like a griller. You're a grill master. You're not a chef.
Well, a little. I can only make cheap crap like steaks.
Steaks aren't cheap, Ignis.
I mean, if you steal them. I know most people recommend following recipes, but
So now that you've admitted it, do you want to try cooking with me for the first time ever, Ignis? He fucking cooked in The common route.
Common route.
He
Did he
did.
literally
He
cook the
sure
steaks?
did.
He cooked steaks in the common route.
This is the whole bit.
Tuvo, did you forget?
Yes.
A savory aroma rises from the pan as the dish sizzles in the high heat. As he grabs the pan, you're swinging it too hard. You're gonna spill it all.
I got it. I'm a man.
He forgot.
Oh, Jesus Christ, I'm cooking fried rice?
Whoa! If I hadn't guided him, it was likely Ignis would destroy the pan altogether. I started to coach him at every step, explaining each individual technique. Imagine giving a first-time chef fried rice to make. Like, first time. What the fuck? The fire's too high. We're not grilling steak.
Are you shitting me?
The fire's too high. We're not grilling steak here, Mr. Steak Man.
What do you mean? We're not cooking steak? What the fuck? Oh, okay.
Okay, add salt and pepper to taste. Maybe a bit more soy sauce. Drop a teaspoon's worth in a circular motion. Be careful not to add too much.
Wait, you're going way too fast. Slow down, will ya? Is your name Karya?
If I slow down, it'll overcook.
We just take it off the heat then.
No.
What the hell? This is harder than any fight I've ever been in.
Although at first he struggled, soon Ignis began to loosen up.
Leave out the actual line. We're not cooking steak here.
You're not cooking steaks.
That's what I'm talking about. No matter what, I guarantee you the flavor will be delicious. Alright, what do I do next? Bring it on.
Heh. Okay. In the end, he found himself comfortable enough in the kitchen to crack a smile and enjoy the process.
Oh my god, I can't believe I'm cooking fried rice. Oh my god. I'm a failure of my line.
After tenacious effort, he began to pack all the food into lunchboxes. Steak. A little bit of fried rice. Steak. Of course, we included the meal we cooked together in the batch.
Now that I've tried it for myself, I realized something. Preparing a good dish takes a lot of effort and steak.
It sure does. It sure does.
Eating random stuff thrown together wouldn't have satisfied me. At least not that day. I gotta make sure to thank the old man.
It seems I accomplished opening his eyes to how meticulous and laborious it could be. By the end, though, he sounded exhausted. I can't help but notice something at the end of his statement that catches my attention. Huh? Grandpa? Grandpa? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Grandpa's not here. He's dead.
Oh, guess I never told you about the first time I met the old man. What the hell? Keeping it from you at this point would be rude.
I know you're one of his boyfriends, Ignis. I already know this.
We slap.
Ignis cleared his throat and began to open up. He recounted the first time he visited Enchante.
Oh god, where's my water?
Good luck. Good luck.
Oh my god, do I have to talk for both? Oh, fuck me.
Uh-huh.
Oh, cool, I get the oh god. I was there. Compared to some of the other non-humans at Enchante, I was a newer regular. Like Canis and the others who've been going for, 10 or 15 years? I'd only been around maybe 5. I mean before the GPM came into the picture. I can't tell you exactly which year it was. But at the time, I was already famous for being a top fighter in Bestia. Every small fry in the land wanted to be king of the hill. But one after the other, I sent them packing with tails between their legs. I fought, and fought some more. It was a way of life for me. I never went a day without seeing blood. Fucking hell. The day started out like any other. But it wasn't.
Whoa!
And anyway. What the fuck?
Okay.
I finished a particularly difficult tough fight. When I caught the scent of the spilt blood which was left by my scared opponents. Gah! Grr! A bizarre craving began to run rampant within me, festering inside.
Teach me about bazongas!
Whoa!
What?
Don't go
You
shouting
just
things
say
like that!
anything like that?
I can't believe Ignis was struck by that instinct.
That's right. The bazonga instinct. The bahooga-lagoos. The thing I mentioned yesterday.
The boobs?
Let me tell you, it hurts. My vision went red, and I began to crave bazongas without thinking about it.
Oh my god.
No matter what I tried, it wouldn't stop. After wondering about it for a while. God. Damn it. Can't give in. I'll never kill anyone. It took all of my willpower. I wandered in search of a secluded place as I struggled to stay myself. In the end, I found something. A strange board standing in a field of ice. Yeah, it was a gate to Enchante. But since wormholes aren't really a thing that we use at Bestia, I wasn't sure what to make of it at first. It was a fucking dorm.
What's door?
I was so desperate to be rid of the craving, I punched the door with all my might. Then, the door suddenly opened. I came to a place without snow or blizzards. Somewhere completely different from Bestia. Oh, hi there, kid. Might you be visiting from another world? Christ. Someone happened to be standing there. He appeared out of nowhere with a rabid look. Oh my god!
What the fuck? So what?
In his eyes, like he was plucked from battle. Even when looking at me.
That was the battle.
You must be worn out. Well, if you're here as a guest, you're more than welcome. Go on and hurry inside my ass.
Oh my god.
Hey, you! Why are you? That's the spirit. Gotta get you in top shape in no time.
Oh my god. So what?
Without fear or hesitation, he dragged me effortlessly into the cafe. Then he sat a fresh plate of food in front of me, seemingly out of thin air. Here, eat this and enjoy. The best remedy for foul mood is a proper meal. Meal. Eat. Huh? Ah, you're just like that angel. You don't have a need for food, do you? The kind old man explained to me what eating was and how to do so. He encouraged me the whole way. Being on the brink of madness, though, made it tough to appreciate in the moment. Ellipses. I couldn't help taking the savory smell coming from the food. So I did what he said and dug in. Then... it hit me. As clear as a smack to the face. My senses overloaded. A tingly feeling took over my tongue, complemented by a pleasant texture.
It's Jake, isn't it?
All of the rage within me instantly began to subside. Just from one bite. I felt like myself again. To me, it seemed I was so in awe from how flavorful the steak was that it calmed my beastly impulses.
Oh.
So I made it a point to continue coming.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Here out of appreciation for the old man. That's all. So, anyway, we fucked. I'm a little scratch that. Super impressed at humans for inventing something as wild as cooking.
Did you really need to mention that the fucking part, Ignis?
Oh, we slammed.
All right. Well, I already knew that everyone was involved, but that explains where you got that appetite. It was such a lovely anecdote.
Sorry for not telling you till now that I just didn't know how to eat until, I met your old man and then I ate his ass.
Oh no! What do you mean?
Oh, I mean, that part about me nearly losing my mind. I mentioned it yesterday without saying how close to home it was.
Oh.
Oh my god, don't flashback again. Oh, wait. Yup. Kinda like... Well, I first heard about this when I was a little kid. I guess... Fuck you, game. I guess beasts overstimulate their combat instincts if they fight too hard too long. They go mad and start raging uncontrollably, like a fucking berserker in D&D 5e.
From Baldur's Gate?
Yes.
Oh, so you're talking about Baldur's Gate?
Yeah, I guess I didn't want you to know that part of me in that moment. I'm in love with Asterion. I'm not really good at explaining it.
Is that why you're licking my blood? Dude, that's a weird way to show it.
I see you're menstruating, babe.
Alright. I see why it would be difficult to bring up.
You think? So you're not scared of me after what I told you?
Just leave me alone when I'm menstruating. Well, the past is your past. Wouldn't it be weird to be afraid of something in the past? Besides, speaking for myself, I feel lucky to have heard your story.
Oh, why is that?
Not that I think it happened to you again.
What, eating ass?
I mean, we're not dating yet, my friend. If only if you were to succumb to a similar sickness, all I would need to do is feed you a good meal, and you'd be fine, right?
Ellipses, what the fuck? Had you a steak?
Oops. Was my response insensitive? An awkward silence hovered until...
You baka!
In a soft, intimate voice, he responded with a smile and shook my head. He shook my head. Why are you shaking my head? For a couple seconds, I was
you by your basketball-shaped head.
I was stunned. Not so much from what he said, but from the warmth in his smile, which was somehow transferred into my chest. Nonetheless, it was still awkward. I'm no baka. I stammered like...
Oh my fucking god.
I stammered like... a scared child. Game of the century.
Wait, oh wait.
Afterwards, we packed the assembled lunchbox into a
What's
large
the point
duffel
of putting
bag.
them into a lunchbox?
You know, maybe we might have gone overboard. It was possible that I made too much, especially since they were tiered lunchboxes.
Jesus.
But I trusted Ignis to eat it all regardless.
What a scene. Hey, different character finally.
Oh my god, a miracle.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Hey, bro! Sorry to make you wait.
Sorry to keep you waiting. By the time we were completed wrapping the lunchboxes, Jeremy arrived from Bestia once more at the perfect time. I decided to see the two off, waving to them at the gate on their way to Bestia. But just as Ignis placed his hand on the doorknob, Jeremy let out a sudden, sharp gasp. He hastily tapped all over his body, specifically on the outside of pockets, in search of something.
Sorry, bro. I forgot something at the GPM.
Forgot something.
Yeah, a weird metal clump called a transmitter that the doc handed me. He told me to drop it in the wormhole when I find one. Anyway, I'll catch up with you from the wormhole over there. Go on ahead without me.
Without bothering to wait for Ignis's response, Jeremy sprinted out.
Stupid tiger. Does he have any idea where the gate and the GPM wormhole land in relation to each other?
Is it that far?
A few days at least, on foot. But I'd probably lose my mind if I stuck with him for too long. So it works out. We got the same destination anyway.
Ignis gave it a second go and put his hand on the doorknob.
Well, see you later. I know I already told you, but I'll say it again. Watch out for the twitch.tv/checkthese.
Right. Watch out for yourself too, Ignis. Good luck out there.
Yeah. See ya.
Ignis curled his lips into a smile that was softer than usual, then he opened the gate, returning to the freezing tundra that was his home. A few days later.
Wait, I was gonna get water.
I mean,
What are you waiting for?
I'm gonna get water.
Yeah, go get water. All right, here's today's lunch special. For the salad, I prepared a special dressing, which I placed here.
This is going to be a problem. Why'd you put it here, not there?
Is something wrong, Miser? Do you not like the placement of your dressing?
No, I hate it, actually. Why did you do that? No. It looks great, as always. It's not the food necessarily that I have a problem with.
Then where do you want the dressing?
Over here.
Fine.
Two Milk. Take a look at how many people are seated versus how much food you prepared. Also, take a look at your salad dressing placement. I believe it is incorrect.
Huh?
There are rules to this, Two Milk.
I glanced around, seeing the array of dishes I had plated in full of confidants. Soon, I realized that it was a monstrous amount, an almost intimidating array.
This undoubtedly exceeds a normal portion we partake in, does it not?
Ah. Oopsies, I mistakenly kept Ignis's appetite in mind.
Ha. Carrier. Fuck. Didn't you notice when you were helping her in the kitchen?
I did, but she seemed a little out of it, so I didn't feel right bringing it up.
Was I really spacing out? I even fucked up the dressing placements. Sorry, guys. You don't have to eat all of it. You can just move the dressing, you know?
No, we will take it. Everything looks delicious, without a doubt,
How does
despite
eating
the
work for
placement.
him?
Do not worry about that. Truly, whatever we don't finish now, we can save for dinner.
That makes me feel a lot better.
You've ever heard of leftovers Two Milk?
She's never heard of them in her life. There's a lot of things Two Milk doesn't know. Lunch went on without issue, save for my careless over-preparation. The regulars began discussing Bestia over the dessert, coffee, and juices. That's the sentence. I had informed Miser and the others about Ignis's mission with the Minotaurs.
However, This is Ignis's first extended leave of absence from Enchante in some time, yes?
Indeed. Until now, he wouldn't go more than a couple days without returning.
That's true.
It seems like our owner is a little preoccupied thinking about her friend, the Hungry Wolf.
Well, of course I am. Isn't it normal to be concerned about a long-time guest?
Oh, well then, let's just leave it at that.
I wondered what he was implying.
Who knows?
Haha. Try not to worry too much. I'm sure he'll come stomping in before you know it. The Minotaur raids have, at least at the moment, seemed to have slowed down significantly. My agents will have no trouble handling it.
And if push came to shove, we would have no problem rushing to your aid. Thankfully, for the moment, it does not seem necessary.
True. Ignis will be fine. Ignis was a skilled fighter, one who was certainly against bloodshed. So, not only was I sure he would return, I hoped he would do so unscathed. It's just... The cuts of meat I purchased for Ignis will go bad if he doesn't return soon. His steaks! No! Like Miser said. That we were aware of how sorely his presence was missed at Enchante was unsettling. Every passing minute spent inside of the cafe without him around me amplified a dull ache within me. Wonder what the fuck it could be. Later that night, I lay bundled in my bed, unable to shake the discomfort.
Wonder what it could be.
I don't know, it's mystery. Ellipses. Ellipses, but longer.
Cute? Cute?
I woke to the sound of a timid squeak. What's the matter, Kororo? Kororo, who had been snuggling close to me, cried out into the night. It seemed odd for him to wake up this late. He usually slept throughout the night. I watched him patiently, hoping to understand what he was trying to convey.
You?
That's right. You must miss Ignis quite a bit too, huh, Kororo? I whispered to him softly, petting his fur with gentle strokes as he cooed. Me too, Kororo. We had that in common. I guess I miss Ignis more than I thought I would. I chuckled at the thought. Eventually, since I was wide awake, I changed into a new set of clothes. I held Kororo in my arms, quietly making my way down to the cafe, trying carefully not to wake Canis nor Eel. While down there, I stared blankly at the gate, where I lost all Ignis before he left for Bestia. Of course. I couldn't dare to enter, on account of my recent traumatic experience.
Which one?
You know, end of common route, otherwise otherwise doesn't make any difference as to what's going on here. Nearly being sucked in will do that. I could do nothing more than look. I held Kororo gently in my arms, raising him up so that he could get a better view of the room. Kororo, I know you're lonely, but be a good boy and wait just a bit longer, okay? As soon as he's done with his mission, Ignis will be right back here with a big smile on his face. It seemed as though Kororo understood as he let out an adorable cry, as if he had regained his spirits. Okay then, let's go back to bed. We don't want to get up too late.
Could it be me?
I turned my back to the gate room and made my way back upstairs. Just then, I heard a door burst open behind me. Yeah.
Cute?
Before I could react, someone covered my mouth and eyes. From there, my body was forcefully dragged backwards. This can't be. I wriggled in protest, but the assailant locked their arms around me tightly. I couldn't budge. Before I could react, I was flung in two. The open gate.
flung in two.
Oh no! Oh no, not two! Ellipses. Ellipses, but longer. What's with this game and doing like double ellipses but in varying lengths?
I don't know.
It's
Drama.
Yeah, it sure is drama.
Wait, who the fuck's narrating this?
I'm hoping it's general narration.
Ah, I hate to do this to you at this hour, Canis.
I do not mind, but are you sure you heard it coming from the cafe?
Yes, to be exact, I didn't just hear something. I felt the room temperature plummet. How best to put it? It was as if a blizzard came barreling through the cafe.
A drop in temperature, a blizzard, even though Kyrie is not here. Do not tell me. Did something happen at the gate again? Two milk?
Okay, well, back to my perspective.
Glad we had that talk.
Yeah, good talk, everyone. It's freezing. I was sprawled on the icy ground, unable to move my body. I had no clue how I was cast into this Arctic world, let alone how I managed to survive the nap. My body, which was in no way dressed for snow, was on the verge of frostbite. A punishing chill caused my body to shiver violently, as if my lungs flooded with ice. I glanced at the tips of my fingers, noticing how they were turning blue, how they were quickly losing sensitivity. If only there were like a fire dude who could help us. And although he had to be fully aware that his actions were mostly futile. Koro, who was flung here with me, desperately kept headbutting me to keep me from losing consciousness. Ah, I'm glad. Koro, you're okay. Oh dear. I could scarcely open my mouth without agonizing from the harsh chill. It seemed we were taken by a mysterious shadow, which vanished when I awoke. Maybe the gate's nearby, or so I hoped. Wherever we were, I knew we were far from home. Then, for you, Koro, I have to take you. Somewhere safe. And then she died. Good route, everyone. We did it.
Yahoo!
Oh. Is it that character?
It's that like one random character from the common route, which I forget who voiced her. Okay.
I think it was me.
Yeah.
You?
I won't hurt you. It's okay. Trust me. I must return the favor.
You?
Oh.
Oh shit! God fucking damn it! Ugh. I walked and walked, looking for one of the Minotaur strongholds Dromi found near the border. I arrived before our meeting time, so I poked my head in, explored a bit. It's been abandoned. I can't pick up any scents. Doesn't seem like they're hiding then. Goddamn meat slabs. Where could they be? So they just pick up and leave after raising hell? The place's proximity to the border meant it was smaller than some of the other ones. But to the Cassanders, the stronghold is enough of a prize for their victory. A monument to their brutalism. It's vile, but that's why it's unthinkable that they would simply take off. Seems like most of them really did head for the human world. No, there's no way those big beasts could find a place to live without attention in that tiny town. In which case, they're building their stronghold and where wormholes are likely to generate, and they're sending their forces over there. Makes sense to me. How was I supposed to negotiate with them if they were nowhere to be found? Pointless. Ah, damn it. They didn't even leave a scent for me to track. I'm a sitting duck out here. At this point, maybe I shouldn't search for minotaurs, but from a wormhole big enough that one could fit through. Even if I were to do so, I can't throw my weight around these beasts too intimidated to deny me if I question them. God. In which case, I hate to say it, I need that stupid tiger. Where's that idiot Droby when you need him? You should have been here by now. Maybe he's being chased by some beast again. I was starting to get a bad feeling about this, but no matter where I went, he always seemed to find me with important information. Instead of waiting for him here and wasting even more time, maybe I should take action. Something rumbled beneath my feet. It wasn't that frozen water shook, but more like someone was knocking on the ice right below me. What could it be? I peeked down below. Oh my god. Beneath the ice floor, I could make out a slight, familiar cry.
Oh, hi, it's me again.
Oh,
Wow,
hi.
10 needs a break.
Yay!
Ellipses. I slowly came to, feeling the warmth gradually return to my extremities. Given the environment, the piercing cold was inescapable. At the very least, I could breathe without pain, and I no longer shivered. I'm alive. I opened my eyes only to realize I was inside an igloo. Am I in the inside of a beast's stronghold? I sit up and see that someone had tucked me into a thick blanket. Is this beast fur? It seemed that my survival against the unforgiving cold was all thanks to this blanket. I wonder who gave me this. Now then, where was I anyway? Half scared, I glanced around the igloo's interior, then I eyed the exit. Oh, it's a different
this
one.
is new.
It is a new guy.
It's fine.
I make eye contact with a small young boy who was unlike other beast children. He didn't resemble the bunnies. Instead, he had a pair of fuzzy ears and a wispy tail like a fox. Although he was watching me closely, which I took to mean he stood guard, he showed reluctance to approach me. Were you the one who saved me?
Yeah.
Okay, thanks. You saved my life.
Yeah.
Good talk, buddy. He nodded plainly, and although he was, for the most part, expressionless, I detected no hostility from him. Then other beasts of adult age entered. They poked their heads through the entrance. They acted cautiously, half out of concern for me and half for themselves. Oh, what about Kororo? I fully came to, then raised my voice. Someone came rushing inside from outside the igloo, shoving the beast out of his way.
Two Milk, what are you doing here?
Ignis, Kororo! The firewolf, the man I wanted to see, came rushing in.
What?
The firewolf. In his hand, in one hand, he held Kororo. Just like a football.
Ew.
According to Kororo. What? This hideout
Oh,
was...
yeah?
Okay. This hideout was situated near one of the Minotaur strongholds that Ignis was after. Once I had been taken into this hideout, Koro searched for Ignis, swimming through the sea to find him. Ignis noticed Koro underneath the ice floor and was guided here. In turn, I told Ignis about how I was tossed into the gate to Bestia. After I finished my story, Ignis sat, disheartened.
Doesn't sound like a gate malfunction, or like what happened with Amasaki Island. Someone did it on purpose, like someone fucking pulled you, covering your mouth and threw you into the goddamn gate.
No, it had to be a supernatural phenomena, not someone kidnapping me. I mean, yeah, I hadn't even entered the gate room in the first place.
Yeah.
I think, here's my theory. I have a game theory for you, Ignis. Someone entered Enchanté through the gate and dragged me here. I figured that the only person capable of taking me to Bestia had to be a beast from here.
Oh my god. If the cage bird and Canis didn't even notice the intruder, they're good at what they do. Anything you remember? Voice? Features?
No, they covered my eyes and mouth. They didn't say a word either.
You didn't sniff them?
I mean, I just smelled hand. I was assaulted from behind too. I don't even think Koro, who was in my arms, saw them.
Ew.
Judging by the circumstances, it was probably a Minotaur.
What, you mean check these did this?
Yes, twitch.tv/check these, also known as Cassandra Torin.
Whoa.
But I doubt that something so big could fit through the Enchanté gate.
I know he's too
He is
tall.
like 6'3".
He's like way too tall. You're right. Cassandra would probably get stuck in the door. It was a comical but surreal thought. I pulled up the covers and they slid down my shoulders. I took a deep breath, happy to be liberated from the hellish cold. I could finally stretch my fingies as they warmed. Oh, by the way, any idea why the beast decided to save me? The beast whose custody I was in didn't seem much a warring tribe. I wondered if I threatened them. As I contemplated the thought, the boy near the entrance spoke up at last.
Your scent.
You sniffing me, bro?
Your scent. It smells like Ignis. Him. No capitalization of that.
Ignis's scent? Is that why he saved me? What did it all mean?
How do I put this? When I'm not fighting, something I'm responsible for is guarding my village and these folks who live here.
Oh, that's why you kept traveling back and forth to Bestia.
Yeah, that said though, it's just something I do to pass the time, saving the villagers.
Huh.
Making contact with them scares him, so I rarely talk to them directly.
Yeah, you really scared us at first.
Don't worry, he hands you a steak.
Oh, thank you.
Uh,
But it's different now.
He gives you steaks now.
Yeah, you give me steak.
His eyes lit up at the boy's fragmented yet sincere remark.
I heard a rumor. You're the beast who never kills. You fought the Minotaurs to save that beast.
You?
When I heard that, I was embarrassed. You also saved us long ago when our people were almost wiped out by the Minotaurs. We feared you for no good reason. Even still, you kept protecting us, and we never thanked you, and now you give us steak, and it's just really nice. So I saved her, hoping to return a bit for that and return the favor.
After hearing the boy's story, Ignis marched over to him. With his big, rugged hands, he patted the boy's head.
My yowie hands.
Why do you say it like that?
His hands are just so giant. They
And
just
rugged.
they're so giant, rugged, just
Oh my
like eclipse the boy's head.
I could dribble you like a basketball, kid.
What? Wait, no. I'll just take this steak.
Return the favor. Atonement. You're a kid. And life is a nightmare. So don't worry about all that.
Nightmare.
But thanks. If you hadn't showed up and she was left to die, I don't know if I would have ever been able to live it down.
Can you let go of my head, please?
No.
The boy
Oh, what the fuck?
finds
This boy.
this boy.
What's this boy?
What's a boy, guys? Places his hand in the area where Ignis had just patted him. His whole fucking head.
Please let us see what the. Oh.
Frail beast boy, a weak demon beast boy who looks like a fox who was saved previously by Ignis. He doesn't talk much, but has a kind heart.
Thanks, dictionary. Glad to be of help.
He smiled
You're still
joyfully.
kind of crushing me.
Then, the snowfall began to lighten up, and I exited the igloo with Ignis, noticing someone running to us.
Oh, Sonic.
Sonic? Jeremy?
Dromy.
Jeremy?
Bro, there you are. Sorry to keep you waiting.
Yeah, you did make me wait just now.
Sorry. I got stuck in a blizzard looking for my drawing glove on the way and got lost. Wait, what? Why is the owner here? And Kuroro, too.
You.
Guru frowned as soon as Dromy approached us. It's a bit of a long story and a little complicated. Hey, Dromy, do you like red flags?
No. Like,
I
I'm
don't know.
colorblind.
Oh, okay.
I'm so sorry. I thought you were safe inside Enchante. Well, if Miss Owner here is here, does that mean the culprit knows there's a portal to Enchante?
Oh, that's true. There's only 2 beasts here that know the portal to Enchante. How interesting.
Mr. Beast?
Mr. Beast, it's him.
Damn it. It never ends. Whatever. It's getting late. We have no choice. Let's head back to my village.
You own a
Village? Wow. You mean wherever you come from is close to the settlement?
Yup. Besides, if we stick around too long, they might get hit by raiders or something.
Oh. Ideally, we should get back to the portal. It's a little far from here. The weather's crazy, too.
Yes, I understand. We are in your debt for the night.
I'll never understand.
I never understand.
You.
Kogro understands.
And we understand Kuroro somehow.
Afterwards, I give the young beast boy my thanks for saving me, and I bid the others goodbye.
Beast Boy.
Yeah,
Adams.
Beast Boy. Yeah. We set up for the icy world to head towards Ignis's hometown. I wrapped myself in the woolly blanket which the boy had given to me.
Woolly.
It was the only deterrent against the unruly Bestian winds, and I tagged close behind Ignis. From time to time, Ignis and Dromy would spot my footing, and we took breaks here and there the rest. We made our way through a narrow, winding path, climbing through glacial mountains and ice blocks. The layers of snow and ice darkened. This mysterious place seemed out of reach for explorers. Unlike the rest of what I'd seen here, the settlement's comprised of snow and ice. Throughout the interior and exterior of the settlement, everywhere I looked, I saw fire, a spectacle I had never laid eyes on. I had the feeling that this place was special.
You.
This is...
Yup. My hometown, the Fire Wolf Stronghold.
Awoo.
Oh,
Yeah, Ignis's homeland in a remote region of Bestia. It has the characteristic of being lit with flames. Wow.
really?
Yeah.
Oh, in fact, the folk here usually take good care of me too.
As we chatted at the entrance,
Who the fuck?
I don't know who this is.
Oh, it's Ignis. We almost thought there was a raid.
It was an older person, probably in his 50s. He
Yes.
strangely resembled Ignis, with the fire covering his body was noticeably weaker. He appeared to be a fellow firewolf.
Sorry for showing up unannounced, Uncle. You got any open rooms we can stay in for the night?
Of course, no problem at all.
The man Ignis addressed as his uncle eyed me with Koro nestled in my arms. Good evening. Ignis has been treating me kindly.
Oh, thank you for your greeting. At least she doesn't look like any kind of violent beast. Young lady, how do you two know each other?
Huh? I was unsure of how to respond. What should I say? Under normal circumstances, I would say that he's a regular at my cafe and that would be the end of it, but I don't think Ignis has told anyone about Enchante, has he? So, should we let Ignis respond or make up a story?
Oh my god,
Brevi?
Brevi has chosen.
We're gonna make up a story.
Okay, we're gonna make up a story.
Okay.
Okay. A light bulb went off in my head. My connection
finally.
It's really rare, guys. Be prepared. Like, step back a
What a
second.
miracle.
My connection with Ignis outside of Enchante was bundled in my arms. We're taking care of this little guy who we found abandoned.
Ah, yeah. Something like that.
It's like that episode of SpongeBob where SpongeBob and Patrick raised something together. I raised
Oh
Koro
my
up
God.
as we offered our explanation, hoping you would take it.
Huh? What? What is that thing? I thought it was just like a chunk of snow.
He's a baby of a species known as sea beasts.
Is that what it is? I hear those people bring good luck. Never thought I'd see one here.
His uncle's fascination shifted from me to Koro in an instant. He examined Koro, touching his blubber rolls with great intrigue.
Oh my god.
Blubber roll, same.
Crisis averted. If we said the wrong thing, we'd never hear the end of it.
Ah ha ha ha. Guess we're lucky to have Koro with us.
Right! Since you're acquainted with Ignis, I can lend you a place to stay. No problem.
Thanks, Uncle hands you a steak.
Thanks, bud. You know you always make them the best. I hate to ask for this in return, but could you maybe make a couple of more steaks for, the kids? Cousins, they're getting real hungry these days. You know how the teenagers, they just like that eating. But anyway, Ignis, do you think you could come and visit a little more often?
For the steaks.
Oh, well.
Just a little bit of that family guilt. Not a lot of beasts bother coming to such a piece of what we got a precedent. If you want to hear the critical moment.
Damn, family guilt, huh? Alright, I'll do my best.
With that, the man arranged for a pair of igloos for us to use as lodging for the night. But
Huh?
Is there only one igloo?
oh no, there's only one igloo. What are they gonna do, guys? Something peculiar caught my attention. I surveyed the compound as we were escorted, even considering that it was past midnight. The firewolf population here was dramatically lower than I'd expected of a place this big. If I had to guess, I would say I saw no more than 20 firewolves at most. But they all had one thing in common.
They're firewolves.
Ellipses. I feel like everyone's shocked to see you, Ignis.
Not surprised. I don't visit too often. They're probably confused a bit. Plus, firewolves aren't, for a lot of reasons, naturally confrontational. So maybe they're scared to approach me since I'm always up for a challenge as my title is the strongest beast.
He mentioned that the only person he could be himself around was the man guiding us. He trusted a man whom he referred to as his uncle. I never knew he had a guardian. Ignis told all this to me casually, a conversational aside as we walked. Ellipses. But for me, it began to stir some complex feelings inside of me, a rare thing for me.
Up there? Ah, bet you're gonna be all nice and cozy with these blankets, huh, Miss Owner?
Indeed. Those should be more than enough. Thanks for bringing them over to me, Dromy.
No need to thank me. You always treat me with delicious ice cream and coffee. By the way, the fuck? Kororo's laying on the floor, but I think he keeps inching closer and closer. If you could, Miss Owner, could you tell him not to bite me? I'd really appreciate it.
Just when I take my eyes off you. Bad boy, Kororo.
I'm gonna die.
Kororo backed away, slightly discouraged. But thankfully it was enough to deter him. He retreated playfully, sparing Dromy from his vicious crawl.
I'm saved.
I'm so sorry about Kororo. Oh, by the way, which igloo is Ignis staying at? Shortly after I was escorted to my igloo, he hurried outside. Was he already asleep?
Oh, I'm pretty sure that my bro is standing watch outside the stronghold.
Standing watch?
Yeah. He's making sure no other violent beast tracker are sent here. I bet he's standing on the pathway we trekked through to get here.
I see.
Anyway, I'm going back to my room. I'll be 2 igloos over, so let me know if you need anything.
You can go to sleep here if you're so sleepy, Kororo.
I mean, whatever.
I'm going outside for a bit. I wrapped a blanket around myself and ambled onto the snowy road. Midway, I make contact with an ice block and gasp at its coldness. What do you mean I make contact while you just run into it? I spot the werewolf. What?
The what?
The what? The what?
The werewolf?
The what? Okay.
Hello? Whose flames stuck out like a sore thumb in the sea of white. He's not a werewolf, Milk. He wasn't doing much of anything. He stood in an upright position, gazing up at the evening sky absent-mindedly. Without saying a word, I approached him. I stood beside Ignis as if to mimic him, and I look up at the sky. Snowflakes continued to float down from the sky. They were like translucent snow crystals, illuminating in the moonlight like jewels. Hey, Ignis, you're not a werewolf, are you?
Oh, Jesus Christ! When did you get here?
Don't worry about it. Vestia sky is beautiful this time of night, right?
Yeah, that's a first. I never heard anyone call this wasteland beautiful. Not in my life.
I mean, first for everything, bub.
Bestia, more like worsia.
Ah.
Dromy, I swear to God!
What?
I'll beat the shit out of you! What do you...
I've gotten used to it.
What are you doing down here? We came all just... we came all this way just so you'd have somewhere to relax for once. We're heading back to the portal at first dawn, so go on and get some sleep. Got it?
Yeah, of course. I'll head right back, but I just wanted to check up on you. Shouldn't you sleep too, Ignis?
Nah, it's one of those night shifts. Don't worry about me. 1 or 2 all-nighters aren't a big deal for beasts.
I see. That's good, I think. Achoo! In my case, not so much. The scattered glaciers which dotted the range intensified the chill of winds blowing through them.
Told ya. But it's pretty cold.
He trails off, taking a minute to look at our surroundings. I wasn't sure how much longer I could handle.
Well, as you can see, there's not much here. It's not much. But it's better than nothing. What?
Uh-huh. Okay. CG again.
Whoa.
Oh, cute. Without asking for consent? No. Never mind. It's no longer cute.
What wording?
Wow.
There you go. Not so cold anymore, right?
He was forceful, not so much. What? Not so much aggressive as it was
Why?
confident. Why are we fucking
Say
wording it like this?
that?
Why are we wording it like this?
Like
Why?
this is supposed to be cute. You don't word it like this.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. My body was being gently embraced by it. See, that's how you word it.
That's fine.
I'm just being cautious. But let me know if it's too hot to handle.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my. I'm getting like so many different vibes from the wording here. As soon as I make contact with his body. Thank you. I was enveloped in warmth in more ways than what?
Hello?
Whoa! What the fuck?
Two milk.
Yes.
Oh.
Two milk.
Uh,
He stared longingly at my face for a few moments.
Thank you for choosing Neurosis
Ah,
for
Dr.
all
Fexus,
your
thank you so much for
needs.
oh, hello,
The
Dr.
resub.
Fexus. Hands you a steak.
hands you a steak.
On that day, when Kororo finally found me after all that searching, I immediately thought of you, being stuck in Bestia all by yourself. My heart froze.
I would have been frozen too. He spoke from his heart softly, candidly. Thank you for the
Softly
hydrating
as I can with
stretch.
this goddamn voice. I was afraid that maybe some beast might have murdered you. Just thinking about it made me want to howl uncontrollably.
What's the wording here? Why are you howling? Ellipses. What the fuck is this scene?
2 milk. You're still here, huh?
No.
No.
You're here with me now. You didn't let this cruel place devour you. You're alive.
Why are you using words like devour? I'm a little. You licked my blood last stream. A little concerned about that. Why are you saying devour? Ignis, as to reaffirm his notions, pulls me closer into him.
Holy shit.
I noticed his arms trembled against me. Yeah, I'm alive. Thanks to the young fox boy. No, thanks to your mercy and commitment to peace. To relieve him of his anxieties, this time I nestled my body into his.
I see. If somehow my lifetime of fighting saved your life, then, period. It was all worth it. At least something good came out of it.
A lifetime of fighting. I let a sentiment sink in for a moment as I pressed in closer.
That's not the only thing that's sinking in.
Hey! Hey, why are there so few firewolves who live in the stronghold?
Oh, most of them were killed a long time ago. These days, I'm about the only person left that could put up a decent fight. So, every time I come back to Bestia, I make sure to keep an eye on him.
Ellipses. That was my first inclination. I anticipated his confirmation. Hearing it come out of his mouth, I couldn't shake the grief welling in my chest. Still, I want to get to know Ignis more. I want to know why he expressed so much contempt for this world, for his home, from time to time. So I composed myself, hoping I wasn't prying too much.
I don't mind telling you, but if it gets too heavy, then tell me. I'll stop. Whatever you want.
Uh-huh. Okay.
We can establish a safe word too, Milk.
Steak.
Safe word is steak. Just as I was about to ask, Ignis seemingly read my expression. He knows the safe word now. He began to open up,
Oh, it's medium well.
unraveling his tragic backstory, and the reasons which motivated him to become the greatest fighter Bestie had ever seen.
Oh boy. Shit. Alright, fuck. My people, the Firewolves, began as a small, tight-knit tribe that did their best to resist being wiped out a long time ago. The truth is, we've always been persecuted. Ever since Bestia's ancient times, people set out to exterminate the Firewolves. It became something of a pastime, a baseless, bizarre tradition that sadly has survived through generations. We've, experienced torment, oppression, and suffering in ways that went beyond murder. Also, a tribe's stronghold is always under threat of raiding tribes that want to come and sack it. That happened when I was a kid. Flames spread, melting our stronghold, red-stained snow, a scarlet of another name. The corpses of my kin, faces I saw alive and well moments ago, strewn on the ground. Among them were women and small children incapable of defending themselves. Those lifeless bodies were trampled, kicked around. The raiders did nothing but laugh. They chased any surviving flame wolves as if they were playing a game of tag, murdering their targets for sport. On that day, I saw the face of evil. I remember it so clearly. Ah! All I could do was howl in rage.
Ow!
Oh, the scorching rage which consumed me. Before I knew it, I lashed back at them. The part of that story is kinda fuzzy. When I came to, the raiders vanished from our stronghold. That's right. According to the Flame Wolves who managed to hide during the raid. Apparently, I went on a rampage and thrashed at the invaders until they were driven away. That was when it was discovered that I was one of the strongest firewolves in our history, but that didn't matter a bit because during my rampage, the surviving firewolves, folks I spent time with every day of my life, people I called my friends, were murdered. That scared little kid, I was fending off a bunch of raiders, and he came running towards me. But in my bloodlust, my manic state, I couldn't save him. In fact, I couldn't remember a thing. That's why I couldn't live by the rules of this world. that have haunted my life ever since. Why is this in... Whatever.
Who knows?
Same went for Dromi.
Oh, we're getting double backstory, okay.
Sure. He may prance like a baka from time to time. But his entire family was murdered too. In fact, his situation is probably far more tragic than mine. This isn't a competition, me. Since he's the last of his species. Firewolves and werecats lived closely for years, and we both suffered the same fate of persecution. We were neighbors. That's how he was taken in by the Firewolf tribe. Well, at the end of the day, this only made life tougher for him, having to contend with raid after raid. Shadow Legends. His resilience is the sole reason that he's alive today. Oh, thank fuck.
Oh, we're back to the CG. Ellipses. After gazing at the field, Ignis stated that stared at the vast field of ice upon which a massacre could be happening, just as it had so many times before.
Beasts tend to use combat instincts to their advantage. Succumbing to that lust, they fight to prove they can. I am a beast too.
Mr. Beast?
So I have to admit, I've come to accept that fact. Fighting gives me purpose. But
He continued with a whimper in his voice.
why kill? No one needs to die in the pursuit of glory. What happens out in the wild is one thing, where survival is determined by the fittest. That's a way to word that. It's complicated, but I can understand. But things aren't like that in Bestia.
Well, Vel?
Oh, my husband is dead. I don't want a new husband. I want a good time. And Ashifa merch. Twitch at V4Velcro. Beasts here can kill each other for the sole purpose of usurping power. It determined everything here, and it affects people who have no intention or desire to fight. Cruelty, signed in blood. Ever since I was a little kid, this has plagued me, but I've yet to hear for justifications for the lives that we've lost.
He listened without saying a word as Ignis's voice cracked. Perhaps this was the first time he had ever opened up about his trauma. Each word felt cumbersome and awkward. He looked insecure about whether or not he could accurately convey the storm that raged inside of him. Ellipses. As a response, I mustered a single nod of affirmation. Seeing this, he finally...
I climbed to the top of Bestia, hoping one day I could change it. If I could become the greatest fighter without shedding any blood. I thought that maybe one day it would inspire some beast out there.
At last, he revealed what he fights for in this world.
At this point, I have no delusions that peace will tame this war-torn world, but at the very least, I want to adopt values that would pay respects to those I killed.
Ellipses. So Ignis kept fighting. Despite the persecution, despite being an outcast, he wanted to usher in a new world, one without killing or bloodshed. But, judging by the condition of the Minotaurs...
But at the end of the day, becoming Bestia's greatest fighter changed nothing. I'm ambushed every time I return. In fact, all it's done is increase the bloodshed. They want me dead, or they die trying. Hey, Two Milk. You don't have to say anything, just hear me out.
Instead of answering verbally, I give a slight nod for an answer. I let him know I'm listening, that I am catching every single word.
Why has the place I call home surrendered to such cruelty? If there was somebody long ago who's the roots of all this bloodshed, I will always forsake him or her.
Ignis unleashed his aimless anger out towards the desolate tundra. After saying everything he needed to say, Ignis quietly took a breath and exhaled.
Thanks for listening. I think I've always needed to get these feelings off my chest to someone willing to listen.
What were you talking about again?
Hand you a steak.
Thank you. Was it really okay to tell me and give me the steak? I'm just a human who knows nothing about Bestia.
That's alright. No. I wanted to tell you.
Ellipses. Why's that?
Huh? Why? Well, you know. I've grown fond for you for, listening.
Without missing a beat, his stomach began to growl. We looked at each other and immediately, we couldn't contain our laughter. Oh, come on. Did you time that? Is that normal?
I can't help it, alright? Doesn't matter how I'm feeling. When I'm hungry, I'm hungry.
Excuses aside, Ignis could hardly contain his laughter as well. After his sorrowful story came from the kind of typical exchange we would have on Shantae. Okay. We would have on Shantae.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Being flung into this place might have spelled total disaster, at least at first, but I was beginning to think that as long as I remind myself that I'm with Ignis, as long as we can laugh together, I would find peace through the chaos. Chaos.
Well.
I think we'll call it there for the night.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, thank you guys for joining us for more Cafe on Shantae. We haven't even progressed a chapter yet. This chapter's beefy.
Holy shit.
Oh, huh.
Yeah, like we're still in chapter 2.
Mm-hmm.
So I think there's 3 chapters, right?
I
3 or
think
4?
there's 4.
Okay. So
Yeah,
probably,
there's like 3 and then there's 4.
okay, probably like 2 or 3 more streams of this one. But yeah, thank you guys for joining us. Next week will be more Cafe on Shantae. I was just checking the calendar to see when 10/10 was.
One more week.
Yeah, so one more week. Next week is gonna be more Cafe on Shantae, where we'll I don't know, this is like pretty fluffy. I don't think anything bad's gonna happen, right?
Yeah.
No.
No. Why would anything bad
so
happen?
fluffy.
Yeah, there's like the really fluffy route. Like Candace's route, like there was some drama, but it was fluffy, right?
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Sure.
No
Yeah.
one died.
No one died. It was fine.
I'm sure it's fine.
It's fine. Okay, so let's see who we're gonna raid. We are gonna be raiding Kana, who is doing a just chatting stream. She is drawing people's pets, which I think is pretty nice. So yeah, we'll be raiding into that. So yeah, let me cue that up. Yeah. But yeah, thank you guys so much for joining us this week. We'll see you next week with more Cafe on Shantae. I'm gonna say bye.
Bye.
Hand you a steak.
Hands you a
Let's do a steak.